Music. It's been around for a lot longer than you and I have been alive, of course. It is believed that music rose in the Paleolithic period, which could have been over 300,000 to 12,000 years ago, although the oldest instrument in the world is a flute, which is over 60,000 years old. Music is a form of art that almost anyone of any age can enjoy. If there's one thing that everyone on this earth can agree on, is that music is beautiful and should never be taken for granted. Pieces such as Edvard Grieg's Morning Mood were once pieces of music that could only be heard once in a lifetime if you were fortunate enough, now able to be heard at any time you want with just some simple typing on YouTube. Music is amazing. Now what if we added Freddy Fazbear into the mix? Hi, I'm Kip Ashley, and ever since the release of the first Nights At Freddy's game, fan content for the game has been more than abundant. One of these types of content being, you guessed it, music. And while I see a lot of people talking about FNAF songs or fan songs in general, I've noticed they don't really specifically talk about the history of the fan music scene, which is why in this video, I'll be taking a deep dive into the history of FNAF fan songs. But before I start, I gotta explain how I'm gonna cover the history in a way that doesn't make it a complete dumpster fire of a timeline of events. I'll be covering the most popular song in the games in order, giving some backstory on the song, talking about some other songs that are released around that game era, and my thoughts on it. I won't be able to cover every major fan song, otherwise this video would just be like way too long, but if I miss a song you like, tell me in the comments below and I'll check it out. Anyways, let's start already. Now obviously we all know what the most popular song is going to be for this game and a lot of other games, and that's going to be the Living Tombstone song that is simply titled Five Nights at Freddy's One Song, or just Five Nights at Freddy's if you look at the Spotify page. Now do you want to take a guess how long it took to write, produce, and release this song after FNAF 1 was released? Well, too bad, I'm just gonna tell you, it took fucking 23 days after the first game was released for this song to be dropped on YouTube. Like, can we talk about that for a second? If you don't know, FNAF 1 took Scott around 6 months to fully develop the game, and keep in mind, he also had to make a trailer for the game as well. Now obviously, writing a song won't take as long as developing an indie game, but the fact that the Living Tombstone was able to write a song that still sounds this good to this day in under 4 weeks is absolutely insane to me. I can't play the song because it's copyrighted, but you can go and search for it yourself if you haven't heard it already, which honestly, if you're a FNAF fan and haven't heard this song already, that has got to be rarer than a blue moon, because this song has more views than the amount of people living in the US right now. What the fuck? This song also has got the modern day FNAF lore down pretty fucking well, considering the fact that absolutely no one knew at the time what the lore was. This was Scott Cawthon's last attempt at becoming a game developer, so it's not like even he knew where the story is going to go, and sometimes I still don't even think he knows. But while it isn't the most accurate to the FNAF 1 game, it is super accurate to the FNAF movie. Now spoiler alert for if you haven't watched the FNAF movie, skip to the timestamp listed on the screen if you haven't watched the movie yet. I got all this information from a short that Johnny the Night Guard made, so credit to him, as I don't want to just show the video and not give credit as it's a Sniper Wolf style.
Wait, I feel like I've done this before.
According to the official FNAF movie novel, which, yes, is a thing, the movie takes place in the year 2000 and has Mike being 25, which means Mike was born in 1975, and it was confirmed that Mike was 12 when his younger brother was kidnapped, which means it took place in, you guess it, 1987. Which most likely means he was taken to the pizzeria and killed there along with the 5 other kids, connecting to the line, "Stuck in our little zone since 1987. Not only that, but there are 2 more lyrics connecting to the movie, such as "Invite newcomers to play with us," which can be connected to how the animatronics treat Abby, and "We remember a face like yours," which means that Garrett could be haunting another animatronic that a lot of people think is likely to be the puppet. Did the directors write the movie around the song? Because what the fuck? Another big thanks to Johnny the Night Guard for supplying me with all this information and actually fucking blowing my mind when I originally saw this, because I would have never known that this song is actually connected to the movie lore if it wasn't for him. So go check him out. But anyways, what do I think of the song? Well, obviously this song is a fucking banger. What did you think I was gonna say? There's a reason this song is basically the official FNAF theme song now. It's iconic, sounds good, was the first FNAF song that I at least could find, and it was in the credits of the movie. Like, it is the FNAF song. While it is basically the FNAF fan song, I will say that it isn't my favorite out of the Living Tombstone FNAF songs, but it's up there. The music video isn't the best, but I mean, they wrote the song a little under 4 weeks and had to record everything, and I think a lyric video with static effects over it is completely fine. It set a precedent for future music videos for fan songs due to how iconic it is. This song just fucking rocks. It's a 10 out of 10 easily. So let's just move on to the next game because I legit cannot find another FNAF song from this era, so...
She is such a bad bitch though. I will fuck the shit out of that robot, man.
Hey wow, we have more songs to talk about that aren't by a Living Tombstone, but we still gotta start with it because it's the most popular when we talk about FNAF 2 fan songs. It's Been So Long by the Living Tombstone is another staple when it comes to FNAF fan songs. It took a little bit longer to release than the last one, but not by a lot. The music video dropped 26 days after FNAF 2 was released, and honestly rewatching this video was such a trip because I remember seeing this when it came out within the first week. The visuals in this video are just so much better than the first one, and I mean it's rather obvious as to why that is. The first video is just a lyric music video, while this is fully animated in the style of the FNAF 2 minigames and follows the story of the song. Speaking of the story of the song, or well, the lyrics, they aren't exactly related to the FNAF lore anyway, but this scene where the purple guy, as people knew him back then, takes off his Freddy suit and ends up killing the kids one by one is accurate to the lore, except the fact that he was using a different animatronic. But how the hell does TLT keep predicting the lore of the songs, man? This was months before FNAF 3, dude. Were Scott and TLT working together? I also remember this song blew up in 2020 again out of nowhere because of the man behind the slaughter line, and everyone was just like, haha, look at that purple guy, isn't he so funny? Man, quarantine did some fucked up shit to us. But yeah, overall, this is another classic FNAF song, but I would say that the first one is better in my opinion. Now, let's talk about some other FNAF 2 songs that you may or may not remember. The Bonnie song. Yeah, that's just literally what it's called. It's just called the Bonnie song. Written by Groundbreaking, this song doesn't specifically say that it's a FNAF 2 song, but it was released after FNAF 2 and mentions Toy Bonnie in the song. So, watching this video and listening to the song, yeah, you can definitely tell that this was made in 2015, but in a good way, not a bad way. The drawing, the font of the lyrics and the title in the background, the audio wave, especially the auto-tune of the voice and the fact that it's a dubstep song, it just screams early FNAF fandom. Now for the song itself, I actually think it's pretty good, and not just for a FNAF song, but in general because there isn't actually a lot of lyrics in the song. It's mostly just dubstep instrumentals. The lyrics in the song aren't exactly the most creative thing in the world, but hey, I mean what the fuck did you expect from a song written in 2015 about FNAF when this guy just had like 2,000 subscribers? Also, why the original video has 30 million views, Bon Bun Films, which is a FNAF SFM channel, made a fully animated music video in SFM, obviously, and it ended up getting a lot more views than the original lyric video. Like, I mean over double. That's a big number. Five More Nights by JT Music is actually a rap song, which I honestly haven't seen a lot of FNAF rap songs, and the only ones I have listened to are from JT Music. So if anyone wants to make a FNAF rap song, I'm just saying it would be kind of funny. The song isn't too bad, and the lyrics, while they don't exactly really talk about the lore anyway, they rhyme pretty well, and the rap is in perspective of the animatronics, so I just think it's funny to imagine that like fucking Toy Freddy or Balloon Boy is the one rapping the song. Also, the song had the same fate that the Bonnie song did, where the SFM music videos were more popular than the original YouTube video, which I mean that isn't a bad thing as it does get the song out there more and people do deserve recognition for their animation work. It's just a pattern I'm noticing. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 song. Man, why the fuck are these song names so generic? This song was written by Sayonara Maxwell, or Say Maxwell, and the first thing you'll see right off the bat is that the music video for the song is basically like the FNAF 1 TLT music video, which you know isn't a bad thing, just an observation. I would say this song is the weakest out of all the songs I've talked about so far, because I mean, yeah, the instrumental is good, but the lyrics aren't exactly related to FNAF 2 that much. Like, aside from a couple of times, it feels like this could have been a FNAF 1 song, which I'm gonna say for the millionth time. It doesn't make it bad. Besides, these guys' songs are fucking miles better than anything I can make. Now, despite this actually being the oldest song on the FNAF 2 song list, it has the least views with 11.7 million, even though it was released on... Wait, this came out 9 days after FNAF 2 was released? What the fuck? That has to be like some sort of world record. This guy must be like an FL Studio World Champion sweat. What the fuck? Honestly, this song deserves a lot more recognition because I mean, this was the earliest FNAF 2 song I could find, and even though it doesn't have the best lyrics, it's still a bop. Okay, so you know how I said that the other song was the weakest song so far? Well, there's a reason why I said so far. Why the fuck did he use a Gravity Falls traceover as his character in like every single thumbnail? So this is Survive the Night by Mando Pony. And there's a reason why I saved this song for last is because I need to talk about Mando Pony himself before I get into the song, and why this is going to be the only song from him in this video. So if you don't know, if you go to Mando Pony's YouTube channel, you'll basically see that on every single YouTube video of his comments and like to dislike ratio are hidden. And to explain why that is, here's a very short clip that I'm going to play for you right now.
Let me guess, Steve, just based on this profile picture, show me talking to minors and cheating on wives.
Yeah, he got exposed for being a groomer and cheating on his wife with underage girls. Man, fuck this guy. Why the fuck are you looking at me like that, dude? You're the one who cheated on your wife. Yeah, so this song isn't exactly terrible. I mean, it follows a pretty clever story of first arriving at the pizzeria, getting friendly with the animatronic, and then eventually being stuck inside a suit. Why is this song longer than Bohemian Rhapsody? The song is accompanied by these really cool drawings by an artist named Orlando Fox, who is surprisingly actually still around and has their own website, which is pretty cool. The lyrics and the instrumental are actually pretty decent, but I think the thing that really stands out with this song is how some lines are sung differently to act like a different animatronic, like Toy Bonnie. And yeah, that is basically everything I have to say about this song that is remotely positive, and all I'm going to say now is, man, fuck this guy. Why did you have to be a weirdo?
I hope you die in the fire.
So for FNAF 3, by now you'd think there'd probably be a different artist that would have the most popular song. It's still the Living Tombstone. Die in a Fire is actually my favorite out of all the Living Tombstone songs, because not only is it the first music video from TLT to use actual 3D animation, which looks fucking fantastic by the way, the vocals are actually really well done, and I just really like the lyrics as well, even though this is the song that's probably the most disconnected from the actual game. And what I mean by that is the lyrics basically have nothing to do with FNAF 3. I mean, yeah, the song is in the perspective of William Afton killing some of the animatronics, and in FNAF you can see him dismantling the animatronics, so there's kind of some points there, but there's not really even an actual reference to Springtrap in this song, except they do actually use his jump scare sound as a sample, which is pretty cool. But whatever, I don't care. I still love this song. Fun fact, I was so obsessed with this song when I was a kid for some reason. I got like 4 sheets of paper and wrote the lyrics on them front and back with crayons so I could memorize it, and I think it was either my dad or brother who found them, and I got so embarrassed I just lied saying I didn't know what it was, and I threw it away right after. I low-key might be on the autism spectrum. This song holds a special place in my heart though, and I'll actually bring it up later into the video and you'll see why. Next up on our list is It's Time to Die by DA Games. And I'm sorry because I mentioned this in my last video, but I just cannot think about DA Games without thinking about that Baldi's Basics song they just made, because it's just so much funnier than it should be and actually has a lot of effort put into it. It's Time to Die is another dubstep song, and wow, this music video really just shows you how old it is, which it was released on. Oh wait. This song was released before the game was out. What the fuck? Like, this video was out even before Markiplier's first FNAF 3 gameplay video was out. How the fuck did they do this? Okay, when you actually listen to the song, you can see exactly how the song was released before the game, and that's because it literally has no relation to the game besides mentioning the fact that it's been 30 years and just having Five Nights at Freddy's 3 in the chorus, which is pretty fucking funny when you listen to the song. No hate to DA Games, I just think that this song is pretty goofy and hasn't aged the best, especially with the terrible quality background for the music video, and is for some reason way more green than it needs to be. And the fact that the lyrics use that one font I can't name, but every single YouTuber in the early 2010s use it for their text and their thumbnails. But hey, at least this is better than the next song I'm gonna talk about. Five Nights at Freddy's 3, the musical by... Okay, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name. What kind of fucking name is that? If you're even a little bit involved with the FNAF community, then chances are you 100% recognize this song and why it is sort of infamous. And if you don't, then here's why. This attraction is great. So many guys I can... Yeah, I'm gonna stop it there. Obviously, this is fucking wild to put in a song, let alone a FNAF song. He even says it twice. This is gonna be the only time I'm gonna talk about this channel, because I mean, all they really do is just make these really unsettling animations for their music parodies and use this terrible sounding auto-tune and are based around whatever thing is popular at the time. Like fucking Skibbity Toilet. Oh yeah, also they made that one Undertale Bad Romance parody, which is pretty funny. Why the fuck does Frisk look like that, dude? He looks like Chucky from Child's Play. Well, that explains a lot. I just found out while I was editing this that apparently he was fucking high and drunk while he was making this video, so which really explains a lot. Anyway, here's another rap song from JT Music, which is a continuation of the FNAF 2 rap called Another Five Nights. This song is basically in the exact same style as the FNAF 2 one, except I do like this one better in my opinion because I think it matches more with the perspective of who's rapping, which would be Springtrap, and I just think that the lyrics are better in general. Also, the music video does the same thing with the last one where I'll just randomly cut to a random guy behind a green screen looking terrified for like 5 seconds and then cut back to the game, which is way funnier than it should be. But yeah, this song is pretty good, and I give it a dead body inside of a spring lock suit out of 10. The last song we have in the FNAF 3 section is the Springtrap Finale by Groundbreaking once again. What a fitting song, isn't it? Now, like JT's rap, I think the FNAF 3 song is better than the FNAF 2 song, but with this one is better than the Bonnie song by a wide margin in my opinion. Not only does the song's lyrics fit better with the song, but I just think the instrumental is just a lot better as well, and like the Bonnie song is really good by itself. Speaking of the lyrics, they fit really well in Springtrap's character, showing no remorse towards the kids he killed and wondering why he is still alive and rotting. The lines are manipulative like his character. I think Groundbreaking did a really good job with being in character with Springtrap. Anyways, that's the last FNAF 3 song, and I'm really not getting any better with these cutaways to the next game, so FNAF World doesn't have as many popular songs, but one thing it does have is a song that is more popular than the living Tombstones. Well, sort of, but also not, but I'll get into that. This song is called Bringing Us Home by Tryhard Ninja. Yes, the guy who did the vocals for that one Captain Sparkles Minecraft parody. So you're probably looking at the views and thinking, wait a minute, this only has 13 million views while TLT's song has 140 million, which is literally over 10 times the amount. Fuck you mean this is the most popular? Well, you're probably starting to see the pattern by now. That's because an SFM animated music video was uploaded to YouTube on August 4, 2016, which was over a year after the release of the game, by the way, and it has over 183 million views. Side note, it kinda sucks how Tryhard Ninja's video actually has 11 million views because the video with 13 million was posted by Smike of all people, but I guess that's what happens when you end up posting your music video 5 years after the original game came out. The song is pretty good. I think the beginning and middle had the best instrumental, but I won't be able to play it because of copyright. Lyrics don't have a lot to do with the lore of the game besides saying the actual name of the song itself is in the lyrics. Thank you for bringing us home. Also, it says Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Side note, I don't know why in video game songs it's just a trend to say the name of the game in the song lyrics. It just seems weird to me and I don't see it fitting most of the time, especially with this song. Other than that, I mean it's a fine song. I think the official Tryhard Ninja video has the best animation, but Derpity Ellis's animation is well done considering it was all by himself. Although I hate how the kids look. Like, tell me, have you seen a single child who looks like this? Oh yeah, also Derpity is still alive. I mean, he recently pinned this message for like no reason. Like, what the fuck is this? Oh, you asshole. Now for the TLT song, I Got No Time. Warning, if you have epilepsy, you should not watch this unless you want to start dancing on the floor. If not, just skip to this timestamp. So right off the bat, I love how this music video is done. The style of the first music video they made, except it's all animated in this simple but very appealing style. The lyrics are good. They aren't exactly in line with the lore of the game, but of the actual gameplay, so it makes sense. But I think what really stands out with this song is the instrumental, especially with the parts with no lyrics, as it's like a remastered, faster pace of the first song's instrumental. In my opinion, this is the best part of the song, paired with this crazy laser effect. I just think it's so cool. Also, whenever I hear this part, I can't stop but think about this meme with the Resident Evil 4 modded video. Oh yeah, also CG5 made a remix of the song. The same guy who made a song about fucking Skibbity Toilet and that stupid Smurf cat. I swear to God, why the fuck does it always end up coming back to Skibbity Toilet? The remix is alright, but I still like the original better. The animation is pretty cool though. I like how the people are in the 8-bit style of the mini games, but it looks weird when the animatronics right next to them are super detailed, like what the hell. Next, we have Never Be Alone by Shadrow, and speaking of 8-bit, we have our first 8-bit style song. Well, it's actually chiptune, but shut up. Now, you might not know the name of this song, but if you listen to it, chances are you've heard this before, especially if you've been using TikTok recently, as this song has been super popular to use in FNAF TikTok videos, and because of that, also in YouTube Shorts as well, because if you scroll down to the description of the music video, you can see that the most popular shorts that use this song are surprisingly close in view count. Although it's funny to me that the most popular one is an Among Us short. I can see why so many people use this song for TikTok/shorts though. The instrumental is unique and catchy, being chiptune, and the lyrics are fitting as well. Not really into the lore of the series, but more about the game, like the TLT song. The music video is more like a lyric video. It's just a still shot of this bed with a Freddy plushie on it while the lyrics are on the screen, and occasionally faces on the side will show up when it's the chorus. Nothing super advanced, but it is a cool lyric video and matches with this awesome song. What else can I say? Actually, one more thing. I like how Freddy looks. Are you fucking serious? This is the most popular FNAF World fan song? Dude, I am not covering this. Oh my god.
Can't wait to meet you. So join the animatronic family.
So at this point, I think you now know that while TLT produces some of the best songs in the FNAF community, they aren't the most popular in terms of view count when it comes to the later games. And that can be especially seen with FNAF's sister location, with the introduction of the iconic Join Us for a Bite by JT Music. I don't think I even need to introduce this song. This song, like Never Be Alone, became super popular again due to the rise of TikTok, and the music video currently stands at 231 million views. Also, I'm pretty sure a lot of people in the FNAF community have seen that one video of that Burger King worker. This song honestly deserves its spot at the most popular FNAF sister location song, along with being one of the most popular FNAF songs in general. The instrumental and lyrics fit with the game's cheerful but dark atmosphere, like the animatronics, and the vocals are very well done too. Speaking of the lyrics, they focus on the game and its lore decently, but make up with its instrumental. Also, the music video still holds up to this day extremely well, especially with that lighting, because if you look at other FNAF SFM music videos, you can see that the lighting looks alright, but off in a way. But here, it still looks flawless. Awesome song, and an awesome music video. The next song is actually by someone who hasn't been on the list before, and that's CK9C or Chaotic K9 Culture with their song You Can't Hide, which currently has 214 million views. Well, they also have a Minecraft music video for some reason, which currently sits at 88 million views. This was animated by Enchanted Mob, the same people who animated Fazbear and Friends, which is just a bunch of animated Minecraft shorts that feature FNAF characters and sometimes other mascot horror icons. You'd think this would be some content farm slop garbage, but it's actually pretty funny and watchable compared to some other thing meant for kids.
This sent the tingle across my ears! And among other areas.
The music video that was uploaded by Enchanted Mob, which is the same thing by the way, has 41 million views. So in total that means this song has 343 million views. Oh wait, but there's more. They also animated a Join Us for a Bite Minecraft music video, which currently stands at 136 million views, meaning Join Us for a Bite has 367 million total views. Anyways, I've been talking way too long about fucking Minecraft animations and music videos. Let's get into the actual SFM music video. Like Join Us for a Bite, god, I've been saying that music title a lot. You Can't Hide has a SFM music video that still holds up to this day, including the lighting part of the animation. The lyrics, I will admit, aren't the greatest, but I do like this one part of the song that incorporates Funtime Freddy and Bon Bon into the song. It's pretty awesome and also just adds to the animation. This part of the song is my favorite. Overall, this song is alright in my opinion, but I think the animation just comes in and saves the day. Now finally, for the TLT song, I Can't Fix You. Another epilepsy warning, don't watch this if you're sensitive to flashing lights or images. Okay, right off the bat, this video by far has the best animation period in this era, and it uses such a limited color palette to achieve this awesome fiery silhouette effect throughout the entire song. Speaking of the song, god, the instrumentals just go absolutely balls to the walls hard. Along with the lyrics being lore accurate to the game, it's just, I have no words to emphasize how amazing the song is, especially for a goddamn FNAF song. Did you guys forget that these are literally songs based on a game that is about killer animatronics that's also semi-based on a real pizza animatronic joint? Because I sure did. Holy fuck, man. For the last song I'll be talking about for this game, it's another song that has gone popular again recently, but I still don't think as many people still recognize it. This is Below the Surface by Griffinilla. Now, in my opinion, quite frankly, I don't really like the song as much as the others. The vocals just feel too robotic for me, the lyrics are kinda and the music video is just sister location trailers and gameplay overlaid on top of each other.
Why are you so fucking negative all the time?
Hey, relax, okay. There is one thing I do like about this song, and that is the instrumental. I think it sounds good, but that's kind of it. So, next game, Pizzeria Sim. What? Well, I guess there isn't really a notable Pizzeria Simulator song for me to talk about. How about Ultimate Custom Night? Again? I mean, I guess this is just a spin-off game, so I'm not too surprised. Okay, well, there has to be one about Help Wanted.
No.
Okay, you're right. It's just a remake of some already existing FNAF games in VR with some extras as well. I guess the first 4 FNAF game sections could just cover that. Well, what about that one FNAF augmented reality mobile game? Okay, here's a game that has some notable songs for me to talk about, and ones that I won't end up falling asleep to while reading the script. Anyways, we have another song that is solely based on a single character, and that's Lights On by Kyle Allen Music, which is in the perspective of Sundrop singing the song. Now, in my opinion, I think this is the best FNAF fan song that is obviously in the perspective of a single character. The vocals are sung super well and sound so similar to the actual Sundrop voice actor, and whoever did them did an amazing job. The lyrics are very much in character with Sundrop, and same with the instrumental, being all goofy and cheerful like the character in the game and the soundtrack to the daycare. There's also a part of the song where Sundrop turns into Moondrop and has a voice change which is voiced by Corey Wilder, and god damn, it's just good. Speaking of good, the animation that goes along with this song is amazing. Like, it is so well done. Sundrop's movements are smooth and his expressions match with the song very well, considering his facial movements are very limited. Like I said, this is my favorite FNAF song that is based on a single character, and that's all I have to say, so let's move on. Total Insecurity by Rocket Gaming is our next song on our list, and my god, the 2D animation for this video is just so pretty already. I forgot to say for the last song that I don't really know the lore for Security Breach at all, so I'm not going to be judging these songs lyrics based on that. God, you can't convince me that this isn't just a normal song. And I don't mean that in a bad way or anything, like the vocals are astounding, the lyrics are just good. This is something I just hear on a radio, like, you're now listening to 198.7. FNAF FM, the best station to be glam rocking to these beats. Up next, we got Total Insecurity. Anyways, I don't have anything else to say besides the part of the video where the animatronics turn into nightmare versions of themselves is really cool, and I love the fan designs. Up next, we have... Actually, I want to cover this song last. So before I cover this song, I want to cover something else that doesn't really fit into the other categories, and that's... Okay, so first thing I want to get out of the way is AI covers. Now, I'm not exactly a fan of AI covers. I knew people would be talking about how I missed it if I didn't, so I'll cover them very quickly. Because FNAF songs got popular again like TLT songs, and the rise of AI, which includes AI voice cloning, people decided to use this technology to have certain characters or people sing FNAF songs. And I think this really started off with a cover of TLT's FNAF 1 song, except Frank Sinatra singing it. This really showed the possibilities with this technology, although in my opinion, it wasn't really the best way to do it, because the instrumental and input actually comes from a cover of the song by the 8-Bit Big Band, and watch that video. The singer himself actually sounds super similar to Frank Sinatra already. Like, his voice is amazing. I highly recommend you go check out that video instead, along with their cover of It's Been So Long. But because of this video, a ton of other AI covers exploded. Markiplier singing Die in a Fire, Squidward also singing Die in a Fire, Monty singing I'm Still Standing, Glamrock Freddy singing All Star, and even fucking William Afton from the FNAF movie doing a cover of Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Like, this shit is crazy. I'm obviously not going to be going through all the videos, nor do I want to because I don't approve of AI, but I will say that the vocals do sound pretty decent, but you can obviously tell it's AI in some parts. For remixes and covers, I already mentioned the 8-Bit Big Band's covers, but there's a whole nother set of covers I would love to talk about, and that's AP Angry Piggy's TLT covers. The instrumental to these covers match the original song's vibe so well along with the vocals, but I think the main star of these covers is the animations. They are pure eye candy, and I just can't help myself from rewatching over and over because how smooth and cool it is, along with the amazing music of course. Another set of covers I want to highlight are actually very recent, and they're by someone named the S Scorpion, who has so far created 4 of TLT's FNAF songs purely by just using his voice, and I've been using them for going between game songs, so definitely go check them out. They're way better than they should be. Another very recent addition to the FNAF fan song scene is TLT's remix of Join Us for a Bite, and go ahead and bite me if you want, see what I did there, but I think this remix is genuinely just better than the original. It's much faster paced, which I like more, and god, the animation for this music video, holy fuck! The animation for this music video was done by Coda Anim, who is widely known for animating some DA Games Bendy song, but his talent is absolutely fucking amazing. And wait, what was that? No, rewind. Oh my fucking god. Of course, that's the most replayed part of the video. Last song I want to cover before I end off with this section actually isn't a cover or doesn't really fit into any of these, but it's completely original, and it's called Stuck Inside by Black Griffin and Basic, which features TLT and even the guy who played Freddy Fazbear in the FNAF movie. What the hell? Yeah, this is an original FNAF song, but it's also actually a FNAF movie song, and it is super catchy, and not only gets the lore of the game and the lyrics correct, but also the movie as well. Coda Anim also animated the music video for this song. I'm not going to talk about it for any longer because there's a chance that you haven't heard this before and you should go check it out for yourself. It's awesome. Well, finally, we got the last and final song of this video. This is a security breach song, and of course, it's by the one and only Living Tombstone. And I think that it fits that the Living Tombstone was the first song I covered, and now the last. This song is called This Comes From the Inside, and oh my god, where do I start? Obviously, I need to start with the animation. This isn't a music video anymore, dude. This is just full on art. Like, this animation is seriously on par with something like Spider-Verse. This shit is just amazing and gorgeous to look at. The different styles, fluidity, choreography, it all blends beautifully to create this piece of art. And this song is essentially one big love letter to not just FNAF as a game series, but to the FNAF community as a whole. The 6th song, 6 animators, and 6 years later. This video has just so much soul from the animation itself, but the lyrics and especially the instrumental are just filled with so much emotion, thought, care, and love. It is simply just a piece of media I think every single FNAF fan should see and watch fully. This song and animation came deep from the hearts of the Living Tombstone, and I can't put into words how much this song touches me as a longtime FNAF fan. I really hope you enjoyed this video and my deep dive back into this community's most popular form of media. If you watched this entire video and got this far, it really means so much to me as I have spent lots of nights after school doing my research, editing, finding footage, and of course, listening to FNAF fan songs. I would like to thank Chazington for being an inspiration for this video, as he has videos about fan songs as well that I really think are awesome, and also because I used a clip of his. Like I said, I'll be leaving a link to every single song I mentioned in the description in order, although I might need to put in a playlist because I have mentioned way too many songs. Please go support the artists of all these songs for providing our ears with great music, and while you're on your way to do that, go ahead and like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you loved it. And also tell me in the comments below what you liked, disliked, or what songs I missed. But I think my time is finally up. I'm gonna go listen to some Living Tombstone now. I'll be on my way now. Stay safe, and see ya! Oh shit, I forgot the automaton covers.